Yo, 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 top of the mid zoning, man. Y'all know who it is, man. Big Wink, not the little one, man. Real quick, man, before I get into some realistic things that's going on in life, first and foremost, right? Let me get this camera right for y'all so y'all can see what's going on. Which way you guys slide this joker? Oh, alright. First and foremost, man, shout out to everybody, man, who out here cooling, how they cooling, man. I ain't gonna say just that, right? Also, man, send up prayers, you know what I'm saying, to the people that's going through the whole transitions behind these hurricanes and all that type of stuff. And at the same time, man, just give God grace, period, man. You dig what I'm saying? If you sitting in whatever situation you sitting in, if you're breathing, give God praise. He ain't done with you yet. He's still working, man. He working mysterious ways too. Shout out to the gamer world, right? Who is definitely is, you know what I'm saying, the new wave if y'all ain't got hip yet, right? This is the future. They have been predicted to you, you know what I'm saying? You just wasn't paying attention because you wasn't into it. Anywho, that's a whole nother topic. But the reason I said shout out to the game world, the server that I'm on is nobody on here for real. Which how I like it, you know what I'm saying? Where I come up here, do my thing, and just be chilling. So a guy sees that I'm the only one on the server and come ask me like, what is I'm doing? You know what I'm saying? He's like, what's up, man? He was like, what you doing on here by yourself? I guess the same thing you doing on here. What you mean? You hear me? I'm playing the game, yeah. Y'all be tripping me. Y'all keep rolling up on people on the servers. If somebody wanted to play with y'all, they'd probably say, what's up? You know what I'm saying? What you doing? You know the same way you used to do in the sandbox? Yeah, everybody probably don't be want to be playing for real. But anywho, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to the gamer world, man. This is like my little peace and quiet little spot for real. I just zone out on the game, I ain't gonna lie to you, and tap into a whole nother little world, you know what I'm saying? I don't be right here, I be in there, yeah. And I be whoever I wanna be, yeah. You can't tell me nothing, what? Yeah. Hey, I drive fast and be tight behind that wheel, and I be willing these bikes. Stop playing so much. Yeah. But yeah, man, I'm just so grateful this morning, man. Just blessed to see another day, man. You know, just to be able to bear witness, you know what I'm saying, of reality of things, you know, and just watching. Just watching how God working, just how he moving mysterious ways, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Hey, I'm pretty sure that everybody a little bit more woke than they was a couple of years ago, you know what I'm saying? What's really going on, you know what I'm saying? If you not, you know what I'm saying? Hey, you will. Every knee will bow. Every tongue will confess. Yeah. It's for real, man. It's no longer a train of thought. If this is and if it ain't, you know what I'm saying? Oh, it is. It really is. Yeah. And I just praise him. I lift him up and I magnify his name, man. He is worthy to be praised. Yeah. Definitely. Definitely, man. Definitely. Like in the Bible, it was made clear. It was said. It was said, man, and I just get so amazed and just start smiling. You dig what I'm saying? Like, Y'all not aware of what's going on. Y'all don't see what's going on. You dig what I'm saying? Oh, I mean, I proudly continue to say that the devil is a lie, but do y'all see what's going on? Those that was first looking like they turning around might be last, if you ask me. You dig what I'm saying? I mean, hey, I ain't dancing on the stage and saying take that, take that, take that, but my name ain't in the list of bullshit either, though. Yeah, on no motherfucking tapes and all that shit. I promise you one thing, this one person you ain't gotta worry about popping up on that jump. I know what, hey, both hands, 1,000% sure I wasn't at none of them motherfucking fuck-offs. Yeah, fuck that. I'm glad I don't know nobody that got me into one of them jumps. Cause look at this freaky stuff going on now. But I ain't even about to tap into all that. I only brought that up to say that that's how real life is. I don't care who you is. Money do not pay for everything. They denied that man bond more than once. That's what I knew. The devil will come, steal, kill, and destroy. Yeah. Yeah. Steal, kill, and destroy. He would steal your mind. You dig what I'm saying? They put it in perspectives and then have you just looking at one thing like, oh, only part that you thought about was him killing. You wasn't thinking about nothing else. You didn't think about the part of him stealing and destroying. Yeah, it wasn't going to be a straight death. I already figured that's how he was going to be. He always gave me cruddy Bama vibes, you dig what I'm saying? And he gave me selfish dude vibes, you dig what I'm saying? And he gave me light-skinned dude vibes. Yeah, dang, bruh. I'm the only one that just broke that down that quick, you dig what I'm saying? I will hope that somebody been peeped that and see the comparisons in this whole little situation. Nah, no bull. Pay attention, cuz we outside on these bikes, man. Yeah, bike life. See, y'all gotta tap in. Y'all gotta hop on the server when we pull up on me, young, with the bikes, man. Hey, I'm gonna take y'all to church on the bike. Peep game, young. The devil was red. Y'all wasn't hip. What happened, right? If y'all wasn't hip, what happened? The devil, you know, little Beyonce type Bama, you know what I'm saying? Little, I don't know, Lil Fizz and them, even though he the one that got kicked out the group, ironically. Yay! Lil light-skinned Bama, you know what I'm saying? Started feeling himself, you know what I'm saying? Hey, God told him like, nah, champ. You know what I'm saying? We all gonna sit here and hit these moves together. You dig what I'm saying? And you know, Lil Fizz like, nah, even though I can sing, I mean, not Lil Fizz, my bad. Even though the devil like, even though I can sing in harmony, I jive like one of solo, Bob. Yeah, cause I'm and started spelling his name out. I ain't giving no comparisons or nothing, but I'm just saying, dang near everybody that motherfucking got they little shine on definitely spelt their name out. So anywho, I forgot I was live, man. I real live forgot. I swear I thought I was in this jump talking to myself for real until the little chain went off and shit. Thank you for whoever just did that. But yeah, back to what I was saying. So boom, that's how the drama started. Just like in life, right? Bruh. They said time will repeat itself, right? And we was looking at like, what, you talking about like every school year or every year? Nah, time been repeating itself in everyday life, every situation. Every group did what? The head Bama bumped into with somebody else. This been happening with Otis and all them, you know what I'm saying? 5 Heartbeats, yeah, everybody. So this wasn't just with the devil and God. They just set the blueprint, you know what I'm saying? So what the devil do? He get bumped out the group. He get kicked out the club. Now he go over this jump, faking like he was really that guy. He was everybody and everybody needed him for real. And what he started doing, man, giving himself a whole different type of little hype. Got his own little followers following behind him because, you know, he go holler at everybody who really wanted to solo but wasn't solo material for real. But he get in their ear and psyched them up, was like, yeah, you know that was really your lead song. Yeah. Come on, man. Some songs Kelly probably would have did better than Beyonce. Who knows? You dig what I'm saying? And Fizz did rap, you know what I'm saying? So he needed his step out time. But anywho, the point that I'm making is, look how far Nick Cannon went when he learned one band, one sound. That's all I'm saying. When you start working in harmony, right? Hey, a negative and positive only work together, Slim, when they putting something together to, you know what I'm saying, light something up. If you ain't trying to light something up, you're a distraction, Slim. It ain't gonna never spark. Your idea ain't gonna spark. Your life ain't gonna spark. The next generation ain't gonna spark. Why? How the next generation gonna be any good if this generation can't get right? That's why I started feeling real bad for these kids, man. Started hurting my heart. And you know God did too. How you know he did? Man, it's true. This whole generation, these kids came out, man, just like taking care of their parents, as if people that's younger than me, senior citizens, the way they little kids so grown and taking care of the babies around the house, man. I'm trying to tell you, Slim. So when you heard that kids raising kids, it wasn't just that, you know what I'm saying, that the motherhood started getting younger. Nah. I'm the ones that was older than had the kids already, had the younger ones raise them, so that's why they felt it was okay. It was like, wish. I don't raise my brothers and sisters since I was a kid anyway, so it kind of, I feel, make me qualify to be an early parent. You hear me? Yeah, I mean, that's how I felt. It wasn't like that I had, so I'm just like, shit, I done raised my little brother. Hey, it ain't that much different. You hear me? I ain't finding that much different, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, be a good role model, yeah, all that type of shit. Make sure they eat and shit. Make sure, yeah, they alive when the next person get here, yeah, all that good shit, yeah. Same way you be out here doing for your fake friends, though. That'd be crazy. But don't take care of your kids. But you got men in the street. That's why I'm like, I ain't got no friends. Homes where your kids at? My kids, my friends. Yeah. And then I had people hate that. It was like, hold up. You really want the kids without me? Yeah, and then they started thinking all perverted stuff like, how come he don't care if I come around, but he wants to see his kids? Because I'm a parent. I'm a real parent. Something that you didn't get to grow up with, you didn't get to feel, so you let that tarnish your life that you couldn't even pass love on. So you just used them for what they was worth. Yeah, you had a lot of parents out here using their kids as if they was going to be the next parents that take off as if they had the next Beyonce in their lap or someone had a Bow Wow or one of these little special kids that got the opportunity. That's what it got to. Everybody, baby, was in front of that camera and shit. I knew that wasn't my motherfucking lifestyle with my daughter. I let my daughter do her. If you want to do it, do it. If you don't, don't. Cool beans. And that was our attitude and shit. And that's why she always loved working with me. Because this ain't for no stunts. You got to really fuck with this shit. You got to have personality. It's a lot more going to this shit than a cute outfit and taking a goddamn picture. Yeah. I knew what my daughter had, and I knew that if I just let her go and do her, she was going to give you what you want every single time, and she always did. She always did. That shit always came out good. Let her be with her mother. She doing extra shit. You taking her out of her fucking age range. The girl just got here. Why you trying to make her be grown, Slim? I knew Shawty was lunching. I be peeping stuff like that, and folks don't find that shit wrong, but then turn around and be like, oh, I feel this way, and I'm this and I'm that. And it's like, Holmes, why you so focused on that instead of just being a better example of what the fuck you didn't have? Yeah. I ain't tripping. I ain't have my father around that junk, you know what I'm saying? But what he did give, yeah, I took that shit in stride. Kept it moving. You lose people every day, B. You did? So that's how you gotta look at. Thank you for whoever sent that. You know what I'm saying? I can't see the small print on this one. I ain't got my little notifications all up. But yeah, that's how it be, Holmes. You just be the better example. And then it's so ironic, right? That you'll have a person in the hood trying to compete with another nigga instead of trying to compete with their fucking parents. That's the first person you should ever want to compete with is your goddamn parent. Yeah, Slim. I ain't even walk around with hard feelings on some fuck my father type shit until the later Bama shit that I heard. Before that, hey, I'm like, whatever. I felt like, you know what I'm saying, any of them big motherfuckers like that made it and shit. I'm like, nigga, you missed out, period. And I ain't gotta make it be no celebrity or nothing. You just missed out that I'm a good guy. Yep. People miss shit like that though. Everybody want to be that guy for what? What is you passing on? More pain? More struggle? Yeah. The blind leading the blind. You don't even know that you being led by the devil. You so blind. You so high that you think that that's the right way to go. You can't figure out why you can't stop having headaches. You can't figure out why it seems like nothing seemed to go right. You can't seem to figure out why I'm making all this money, but it feels like I have nothing. Yeah. Hey. I ain't get it back then, but I felt it. I felt that song that said I'd rather have Jesus than silver and gold. Yeah. And I ain't even had no silver and gold, but I had Jesus. So I knew what that felt like. Of course, I thought about it. I thought about the saying like, money don't buy happiness and all that type of stuff. But then I had to think about real life events. You feel me? I know people that had money, but I know how they, you know what I'm saying, might have went about getting that money. I know how people ended up in places, whether it was death or prison with long times, because of money. After having my stay in prison and see how much time wasted on life that is, and seeing the bigger mental warfare chess game that was being played, I was like, yeah. And just watching how everybody making money off it. But the ones that's sitting here, everybody got their hand in the pot, except for you. And you the main attraction. But then got a nerve, right, to sit in that same rec hall and would talk about a ball player and how they got work with their contract. I'm like, shit, we all got worked on our contracts. Nigga, I'm back this motherfucking jump being forced. If I don't go to work, I'm going to lock up. As if I ain't already locked up. And that ain't another cell, a part of the same jail. You know what I'm saying? That was my mindset, so I ain't see the difference. Yeah, when I first got to prison, I ain't even buy a TV off the catalog. I bought me a little burner joint off the compound. I'm like, come on, man. Realistic in my head, I just got here, champ. Don't nobody know me. What the hell is I'm getting comfortable in this compound for? I know it's a lockup stay coming soon. Yeah. So I just stayed cool until that time came. Yeah. And got to know how things moved around that joint. Once you get that out the way and shit, it's like any other time, the same way if you go out and get drunk. Once you get that Earl out the way and shit, you good. Yeah. You ready to relax and now try to go to sleep? Yeah. Anything, man, you got to get it out the way, Slim. You got to face it. The same way with your past, you got to face it. You got to get it out the way, champ. It ain't going nowhere. It ain't going nowhere but just getting worse. It's being passed on. Look at that, man. It ain't do nothing but get worse for Diddy, man. All them freaking years. And everybody involved. And then you think about how many times, right, and how realistic things are now to a whole nother level, right? How many people done got bashed on smaller platforms by nobodies, right? That, you know what I'm saying, that everybody crucified, you know what I'm saying, while the guys that they praising on the big screens and stuff is the same motherfuckers that you just sat down and just ran your mouth and wasted your entire life trying to destroy, and he was nobody. While Diddy was saying, take that, take that, take that. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. And Diddy had the opportunity to make a whole lot of money off of all of us, you know what I'm saying, in some way, shape, or way, or form, you know what I'm saying. I know he did. I ain't gonna sit here and fake like I ain't get that piece of rock when I came home off my first bid. Yep. I invested in the fucking Freak Fest. I'ma take my charge and shit like everybody else gotta take their charge. So when we all sit here and start pointing fingers and talking about Diddy and all this type of shit, think about the Freak Fests you've been to that wasn't on that level and what was there. Ciroc, if you ain't had baby oil, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Because I wasn't there. I'm just telling you. So when everybody's sitting there on them blogs and want to give their 2 cents on that shit, right? Also step back and think about realistic speaking, right? What have I done in my life? What have I done in my days? And that's when you got to sit back also and say, damn, All these big ass blogs, they got their 2 cents. I'm glad. Well, I better hope I ain't on one of them sneaky hidden cameras and shit. And let's not forget, Diddy is a mega star. And he know how to get all them fucking angles because he worked in the music business and shit. So he got cameras probably everywhere. Wait till they unleash these motherfucking paperworks. I bet that motherfucking, them walls probably was just laced the fuck down with cameras and shit. Yeah, he wanted to see every goddamn thing. Because the way they keep painting these pictures, he was a little freaky diggy out there. Yeah, he was out there and shit. But everybody basically right, because I don't want to hang too long on that, right? Nor do I want to see also pay attention to the repeated situation that just happened also, right? All our big stars and shit, what happened? Going down. You dig? Or went down. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. After a lot of money was made off them, and when they go down, they don't get to go down with their bread like that. Bammers be hurting. Bammers be looking weak. They back looking like me. You hear me? They back looking like a normal nobody. You hear me? Yeah. And they was just on TV doing all that. Yeah. So hey, I ain't gonna lie to you, right? I felt a statement from Glorilla, right? But at the same time, the realistic of life, to me, I can't condone it, but I felt it, right? And that's how a lot of people think. You dig? They thinking like, man, you ain't gonna be young forever, so go ahead and get your toxin on, right? But I'm thinking way further down the line than that, little shorty. I'm thinking like, Slim, you ain't gonna live forever. You dig? Get your soul right. You dig what I'm saying? Because you thinking about like, I'm in my 20s, but what if, you know what I'm saying? Hey, that midnight train to Georgia. You dig what I'm saying? A lot of people wasn't expecting to go when they went. My daughter went at 2 years old. She didn't even make it to 3 band. She was telling everybody, I turned 3 next month. Yeah. Yeah. That's how real situations is, champs. I always gave grace to God, Slim, and prayed over my moves and walks. Yeah, because I just knew. Tomorrow ain't promised, man. Yeah. Enjoy today, right? But would you want to get caught with your pants down? By God. I always thought about that movie. What's that joke that back in the day, Slim? The little Bam, I think his name was like Joe Crack in that joint or something like that. And he used to always be like, is this where you want to be when Jesus come back? That was his little threat, like he was going to leave a person somewhere. But I always thought about that, like, is that where you want to be when Jesus come back, Slim? For real. It be that serious in the field, Slim, especially in these days. I mean, look, you got the hurricane going on out here, man, and I'm still amazed that, you know what I'm saying, the nonsense that is still being pushed, even at these hours, for real. Like, is you serious? But whatever. I guess the band is still playing, you know what I'm saying, while the Titanic going down. I mean, I seen footage down that Joan. You can't explain that to me other than but what? God, you dig what I'm saying? Hey, the Alpha and the Omega, the beginning and the end. The one that created and the one that could break it and end it. The same one that, you know what I'm saying, made the sea, could part the sea and make it stand. Stop playing so much. Hey, disasters ain't no surprise to me or Red. You dig what I'm saying? I just sit there and break down in tears and say, Lord, I just want to thank you. Why? Because I got the opportunity to still be here and witness this. You dig what I'm saying? Yeah, Slim. Kevin Hart said something that was so profound to me, Slim, that made me look at it in a whole nother aspect. But when you know the word, right, and then it also get opportunity like to analyze it from another aspect, it hit a little different. It definitely hit a little different, man. He said, man, in the aspect that Adam and Eve, mind you, Eve was never put here, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't recall in the Bible where they said Eve was put here for Adam to crank her. He wasn't supposed to hit her. He wasn't even supposed to know they was naked. So therefore, Kevin perspective is that Adam and Eve was brother and sister, and after, you know what I'm saying, they ate off that tree, they committed the sin. You dig what I'm saying? Also, just like anything else in that Bible, things are metaphors. You gotta pay attention to every aspect, man. Once they broke that word, man, and messed up, we was cursed. You cursed your generation. We got cursed for generations, man. And that's why, okay, if Adam and Eve, you know what I'm saying, was brother and sister, they was the first, situation of some incest stuff. All that stuff done happened throughout our timeline, man. Everything that you think that they done showed you on TV became part of somebody's life, man. In some way, shape, or form. People been affected for years and years. It started in slavery time. You did captivity, whatever you want to call it. And every captivity still go through it in some way, shape, or form of it. So you got to ask yourself, when is you ready to break the chains? They ain't gonna break theyself. When you look at that Bible, man, you really start, you really start saying things and understand things from a different perspective. You like, man, I'm sitting here thinking like, you know what I'm saying, this was personal. Can't be personal when you reading it over and over. These things been happening. The Bible has been happening around us. But also you gotta understand that you was never meant to be here forever. No one did. No one ever did. But your spirit, that's what you living for. That's gonna live on. You giving up on life like it's over at that point. Life is metaphors and similes. To me, it's all how you want to see it. I realized that when I got the opportunity to go to prison, right? And met guys in there that been locked up for 30 years to life. And you couldn't tell. Some people, you know what I'm saying, had their religions to take them on. And just carrying on, like, it was very recent that I found that a guy had 25 years with Merlin. Then after that, he had to know he had life out Merlin, but then he had additional time out the feds. Like, but that man, hey, you wouldn't have known that if you ain't know that. You heard me? He went up there to church every Sunday, man, and praised God and did his thing and all that type of stuff. And then when you think about the Bible, right, because you'll have an idiot be like, okay, if it's a God, why he let you get locked up? Sometimes, man, you gotta go through things to really show God power. It's not about, you know what I'm saying, so much of the destination. It's the journey to the destination. What you learn along that route. I knew the type of women that I was around. Came from the conversation. If you talking about something average, right, like, you know about this or a current event on the news, and they like, oh, nah, I don't watch the news, right? But they up the par, like, they know everything. I'm talking about everything, and might even got comments under the shade room and all them and stuff. I'm like, they on point, like they probably like an honorable badge member and all that type of stuff. That's when I knew like shit was different. They done gave us so many things to entertain us, right? And this make me think of an old head back in prison. When they first gave us them PlayStations, we was all excited like, yeah, we did it. But he was mad because he was like, these little young dumb effers don't even realize that's what's going to keep you here longer, because you ain't going to have time to work on your case and get back on your sentence. I had a little bit of time, so, and I took a cop, so it wasn't nothing for me to work on. So I was like, man, hey, I'm getting my PlayStation. I ain't hearing Timmy Pooh. You heard me. But shout out to Timmy Pooh. What he said was 100% true. Because now when I think over time, right, I know guys that I was in there with that was going up there to that law library with that envelope that was very thick. You hear me? And a lot of them guys is also right now back out here on the outside. I say that, right, because a lot of times you can't see the finish line. That's why you have to walk by faith and not by sight. And you be like, oh, you got me believing in the God? Yeah. You believe you can win the lottery, right? You go to that casino probably down there every night. And you still thinking that you're going to strike. I mean, so why you can't believe in God? As far as I know, yeah, he beyond all right. He breathed life in your body. Nobody else did that. God give, God will take it away. And many times he done shown that. We done had our times where we done thought we had the dream job or our dream car. Met the person of our life thinking that this was going to be the one that we was going to make our wife. Or the husband, the one that was going to be the one that you was going to grow old with and have grandkids. Some of us couldn't even get the kid through elementary school before we was MIA on this BS. Because that's just how the system programmed it. The system is not just literally the system, because the system all started, it goes way back. It's from the Bible. It goes back between good and bad. It goes back between God and the devil. That's why they say the truth don't need no support. It's that negative stuff that be all cloudy. But man, as we look around, man, and continue to see the transition of life, man, I just pray each and every day, right, that you could continue to find that insight, find that peace, repent, ask God for forgiveness, and at the same time, ask the people that you have wronged to, that you holding grudges against, that you felt wronged you. Ask them for forgiveness, man. That's how you find your true release. Everybody, man, deserve another chance, right? Because that's how you going to feel when you find yourself in a bad jam. Like, that's how I like to look at stuff, right? And then that's when you start looking at how small things is. Might even laugh at it. I mean, I be silly like that. I grew up like that. We'll get whoopings and then turn around, you know what I'm saying, a few minutes later and make a joke about it. So beatings wasn't that real big of a deal in our house. Just know when somebody was getting one, everybody else was paying attention because we was going to have a discussion about it. You gotta love on your folks, man, when you got the opportunity to. But don't put all your trust in no man. Because he's human too. And he could fail you. A lot of times we just see people. And not the spirits that's really inside of them. See, your old folks, right? A lot of folks set them down and didn't want to talk to them. But they'd have hipped you to some things, man, that made you think. So you'd have been aware when you seen them later on in life. That's why I'm grateful for my old folks. And I understand, you know what I'm saying, about the journey now. It's the lessons that you learn in this life. The biggest lesson, keep God first. You're going to be all right. You can't judge nobody and nobody can judge you. I mean, that's what the Bible said, right? Everybody is human, man. They gonna have their own idea how things go, especially when you give a person a little name tag and a title. Uh-oh. I mean, that's how it started, man. Once again. Instead of being so harsh on people, man, try to learn from within. That's why they say, man, put yourself in somebody else's shoes, man, and see how you'll feel. That's how I'm able to take a lot of anger out sometimes. And I'm like, yeah, true, Bill. But a lot of other folks, man, find humor in seeing somebody else suffer. Because they feel like they suffering inside, not understanding that's the reason why you suffering inside, because you chasing your enjoyment of seeing somebody else suffer on the outside. When you get the opportunity to ever go to like a small country church, you'll understand the movement of the slaveries back, you know what I'm saying, the slaves back in the day. Because the spirits is still down there. I mean, we had to listen to them stories growing up. Imagine the grandmothers that was right there that really got the good stuff. But you know, growing up in the black churches, right? That's what I know of anyway. You hear all the good country, you know what I'm saying, songs, but one of the main jokes, I remember, that trouble don't last always. Yeah. So you find yourself on a journey, man, whatever your journey may be. You don't understand these words until you really start to see it. When you see that God really never left you, nor have he forsake you. Shirley Caesar said in the movie Fighting Temptations, man, sometimes to be no, not sometimes, but to be absent from the body is to be present with the Lord. You thinking that's just old slick country saying, but that's reality. It hit different, man. You ain't running it up and you ain't running from nothing, not at all. You'll see. That's why, man, I'm so grateful, man, for God blessing me, man. This wasn't, man. I don't know. I don't know, man. For real, I ain't even gonna fake like I ever really got any exact thing I want to ever talk about. Sometimes I just get to go on whatever comes out. That's what was meant to come out. It might don't always sound like God used me, but you know, that's life. Everything comes in different routes. Damn. But it's two ways, one way or another. We gonna figure it out, man. Peace, love, and blessings, man. Big wink, not the little one. Dang, I'm all got the crown on this jump. Bad. So heck with my mouse, man. That's it. I gotta get a freaking whole that doggone